What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, highly recommend doing so. But otherwise, today we are still using the Mega Steelix team, and it's actually the last episode with the Mega Steelix team. We got Mega Steelix, Tyranitar, Cresselia, Breloom, Tapu Fini, and Rotom-H. Let's get started and find some games. But this team, really fun. Not having admin Breloom has been killing me. It's been missing so many knockouts with Jolly. I think Admin Breloom is the way to go with this team if you ever decide to use it in the future. But we got our first opponent from Greece, Tomi or however you want to pronounce it, 1540 rating. Oh geez, Porygon 2, Tapu Fini, Camerupt, Oranguru, Arcanine, Tapu Koko. This is a really interesting team. Double Fire. Okay. So, honestly, Fini with a light screen up does so well against my opponent's team. And I think the play is just to lead Cresselia Tyranitar, because it just does so much to anything that's not a Fini lead. I definitely do want Fini in the back. The question is, do I want Steelix or Rotom-H in the back, or do I potentially want Porygon 2 in the back? I mean, not Porygon 2. Breloom. I don't think Breloom is worth it, really. It only hits 2 mons on my opponent's team, which is going to be the Fini and the Porygon 2. Steelix, the damage output could be really nice. The switch into Tapu Koko could be great. I'm just not completely convinced. Rotom-H is honestly looking pretty good because it gets me a Z move, but like I think Steelix is the way to go. I know I'm probably just going to be able to set up a light screen in this game, which is going to be pretty big. What's big in this game is that Helping Hand Crunch does knock out a Oranguru. So that's going to be a huge KO if I do get it off. Especially if you lead something passive like, what is it? Koko plus, oh, it's Fini Porygon too. Very solid lead from my opponent. For sure. Honestly, I do just want to protect and get a light screen up. I feel like that's the optimal play here. I don't want Tyranitar taking too much damage just yet. Very nice lead from my opponent, though. Forgot Porygon 2 if it's a Trick Room user, but yeah, I'm probably going to have to let it get Trick Room up, but that's alright. Wonder what kind of Fiend set this is, but I will light screen up and I will protect. Because I think you're just going to go on the offensive here. I don't see Camerupt coming in anytime soon. And light screen, then I can spam Helping Hand Rock Slides. I could reverse Trick Room if I want to. I don't really need to. Just yet. I'd rather get some damage first and then reverse Trick Room when possible. And honestly, Camerupt is not a problem when I have Fini as a switch in and with light screen up. So protect Tyranitar. It's Calm Mind's gonna be set up, so I could have went for Rock Slide. Ooh. Okay, that's a bit scary, but I still get the light screen up, so I'm still good. Regardless, I wonder if you're actually going to Trick Room up or if you're just going to attack, because this team heavily relies on Trick Room on my opponent's side. Mine can play around it. It has Return. Interesting. So we're finding a lot of tricks about my opponent's team. So it's Return Porygon. Okay. And Leftovers Fini. Okay. I honestly think I will try to get Trick Room up and Rock Slide. Because then I think Helping Hand Rock Slide should be able to knock out Fini afterwards. Wow, my opponent's going really aggressive with the Calm Minds. Okay. I don't mind this at all either. I wonder if you're going to try to reverse my Trick Room or if you're just going to go for damage. I think you're going to go for damage. I will get a Rock Slide off and I can flinch Porygon 2 if necessary. So look at that. No damage on the Fini. What the? That did no damage. Return into Tyranitar. And I do set up a Trick Room. So this is going to hurt me when my opponent gets in like Camerupt. But right now I need to focus down to Fini. Because Fini is being a problem. I don't need Tyranitar necessarily in this game. I only need to stop a Oranguru if it decides to lead. Because Instruct was more scary than this kind of lead, to be honest. And honestly, I don't know if you're going to protect, try to reverse Trick Room. But I do have Helping Hand Rock Slide. I do have a chance to flinch. And then we can play this this mind game again. So Helping Hand Rock Slide is my safe play. I will try to KO these Pokemon. I don't think Helping Hand Low Kick knocks out Porygon 2 either, which is why I'm not going for it. And honestly, getting the flinch would be really nice on these Pokemon. And I honestly want a free switch into Steelix because Steelix getting a free switch in would be great. Tapu Fini going to protect here. No surprise as recover actually, so no reverse Trick Room. Okay, so it's basically kind of the same position before, but you're kind of stalling out Trick Room, which is alright from my side. But I will be getting massive damage on this Porygon too, which... Oh, that damage would have been nice. Ah, that damage would have been nice. It's for my Steelix, because I'm trying to set up for a Helping Hand Earthquake sweep on these two Mons. Okay. Tyranitar, give me a flinch instead. I'll gladly take a flinch. Look at all those stacks. Alright. Helping Hand Rock Slide. I guess I'm going to go for a flinch now. Specifically on the Feeny, which would be really good here. So Helping Hand. Return going to come out into Tyranitar. Land. Okay, nice. Because I need damage on these Mons. Decent damage. Ooh, I do get that flinch. Beautiful. Okay. That's really big. That flinch makes up for the miss. Because, honestly, if Feeny was going to attack there, I would have been fine. Because I get Steelix and get to click Helping Hand Earthquake. And the Porygon 2 would have been lowered. I get the double KO. But now, Helping Hand. I'm just going to keep clicking Rock Slide. I don't see a reason not to. This is the last turn of Light Screen, which is a bit unfortunate for me. Still not the worst case. I will keep going for a Helping Hand Rock Slide no matter what. Maybe I'll set up Light Screen again because Light Screen could be good. I wonder if you're going to try to reverse Trick Room now or just recover the damage off. Okay, just recover the damage off. That's fine. That is alright. So, Rock Slide. I honestly wonder if regular Rock Slide knocks out Feeny at the range because Sand's going to wear off and then it's going to be a... Yes, that subsides. This Porygon 2 is really annoying though to deal with. I'm going to have to break through it with my combination attacks from... Honestly, I'm not sure if I live... No, I should live in Ice Beam. This is Tyranitar we're talking about. I'm going to Helping Hand Rock Slide though. Try to knock out the Tapu Fini. Yeah, I feel like this is the play. So this is going to be slow endgame. We're probably going to trade Tyranitar for the Feeny. But this works out in my favor because getting rid of Feeny is one of the bigger threats to my Steelix. So Recover is just going to come out fine. Because you're not doing damage to Tyranitar and that's really big. Please hit just on the Feeny. Okay, good. Both is nice too because that chip on Porygon 2 is going to be mattering so much. So get rid of the Tapu Fini. Really, really nice. And Trick Room returns to normal, which is actually pretty good for me because it looks like my Tyranitar is faster than this Porygon 2 naturally. And then Tapu Koko comes out. Okay. Steelix is looking like a very safe switch-in. And I will set up a light screen here. Because honestly, I'm looking at the end game where my Steelix sweeps. You might try to Volt Switch out from my Tyranitar and Trick Room up with your Porygon 2. I could definitely see that play. So I'm going to go Steelix here. Because it takes any hit from Koko. Just a Thunderbolt into Cresselia, which is okay too. Life Orb. I do get a light screen up. What's the Porygon 2 going for though? It's going to be a Trick Room. Okay. So actually my opponent sets up Trick Room for me, which is really solid. I'm definitely going to reverse Trick Room though, because it's more interest to have Steelix out of the Trick Room. So I'll go for Earthquake here and reverse Trick Room as I'm pretty sure Porygon 2 is just going to fire off a Recover. So my position here is still really, really solid. It's definitely really solid here because I'm going to get a knockout onto the Tapu Koko slot most likely, unless you protect Koko. But then, like, you're in a position where you can't do much damage, so I'm okay if you protect Tapu Koko, to be honest. Let's go, Mega Steelix. Make that appearance. Get those asteroids. What are those? Like, what is that floating thing? Okay, Koko protects. I wonder if you're going to reverse Trick Room yourself. Again, Earthquake off. This is going to do mediocre damage to the Porygon 2 because this is like... It's not boosted by Sand Force. So, Earthquake going to come out, do... Yeah, an okay amount. Not the greatest. Ice Beam going to fire off into the Cresselia. Do I live Thunderbolt? I should with the light screen, right? Honestly, I wonder if Helping Hand Heavy Slam knocks out the Porygon. Because again, Steelix is not a threat. I think I will just go for a Heavy Slam here. See if I can knock out the Steelix. Because if you try to Trick Room up with your Porygon 2, I get that knockout. So I'm going to go for that kind of play. And honestly, I'm going to survive a Thunderbolt for sure from Coco with Cresselia. Yeah. Paralysis is a bit annoying, but not the worst case. It could affect Helping Hand counts later. Or reversing Trick Room, which could be bad. Let's see what my opponent decides to do here. Do you Trick Room or do you recover? Gonna be a recover. Safe play. Okay. How much damage am I doing to the port? This is Helping Hand Heavy Slam. That does a really solid amount, actually. Very solid amount. Okay. I'm just gonna Helping Hand. Earthquake here. You might protect, that's fine. I'm just trying to get as much damage as possible. As honestly, if you just want to keep clicking Thunderbolt, you might try to Volt Switch here and be cheeky if you expect another Heavy Slam. But Coco is just going to go for Thunderbolt into Cresselia. And I'm honestly guessing it's a... I don't think you trick him here. Yeah, you recover here. Perfect. So that's good for me. As I will be able to knock out the top of Coco and get some chip onto the Porygon 2. All that chip is going to be mattering for the future. The question is, does Earthquake from Steelix with Sand Force knock out Camerupt? It probably does. I'd assume it does. Does Light Screen wear off here? No, I still have Light Screen. Perfect. So Camerupt should be the last Pokemon. If it's not, I'd be really surprised. But it is Camerupt. Okay. The play is, I think, go Tyranitar, sack it, and go for Earthquake here. Yeah. Because if Camerupt protects, my opponent goes for Trick Room. I can go out into Tapu Fini afterwards, go for a Scald, knock out the Camerupt. If it decides to protect here. Otherwise, my opponent would have to get a double. And honestly, the Sand Force boosted Earthquake is going to do a lot to my opponent's team anyway. So I feel like this is the best play possible. Because I'd rather get a free switch in the Tapu Fini than having to switch it in. So Camerupt is going to Mega Evolve too. So that means it lowered its speed. So are you going for Trick Room here? That's the main question. I wonder if Helping Hand Heavy Slam would have knocked out Porygon 2. No, I doubt it. Oh, wow, it's a return. And there's no protect. And the Steelix? What? Okay. This should knock out the Camerupt. Yes. Okay, perfect. That's good game. Okay. So, not the plays I expected. Maybe my opponent thought, oh, you're going to Helping Hand Earthquake. Well, if I Helping Hand Earthquake, that wouldn't help. I think my opponent expected me to reverse Trick Room right there. But I had no reason to reverse Trick Room right there. As, yeah, look at Tapu Fini come out here. And let me just click a Self-Swagger real quick and a Heavy Slam into that Porygon 2. And see how much damage that does when you're recovering. Are you going to recover? I think you're supposed to recover. Because you can't freeze my Steelix. The crit won't knock me out for sure. Swagger. And Heavy Slam. Don't forfeit. I wanna see you recover. Yeah, Swagger. Come on, Steelix. Get this KO on this Porygon 2. That's been a pain this entire game. Yeah, recover. Let's just see this one shot. +2 Mega Steelix in the Misty Terrain. Come on. Show me this damage. Come on. You should KO. Oh, yes. And that's what I like to see. So Mega Steelix has been coming in clutch for the last 2 episodes. I feel like we finally got a real big first Mega Steelix sweep in the last episode. In this game, Mega Steelix was just doing so much to my opponent. Like, so much. Game Red Fini was huge early on. And then, yeah, like, Mega Steelix is strong. So let's find another game. But yeah, so really that position was, it was going to be slow drawn out battle. Obviously I could have Rock Slided turn 1. I didn't expect Calm Mind. I honestly thought it was going to be a Specs variant on that team for Rangaroo. Or honestly with Return, it could have been a Swagger variant of Porygon 2 itself. Although it doesn't really make much sense because that's really only one mode on your team, and that's your Porygon 2, unless you're Arcanine slower, which would be interesting. What kind of team is this? Hydreigon, Staraptor, Mimikyu, Tapu Koko, Metagross, and Gastrodon. What kind of team is this? It's fascinating, but strange at the same time. Alright. Cresselia. Tyranitar. Steelix. Breloom. That's what I'm liking, right? There's no Intimidate other than the Staraptor on my opponent's side, which is good. Breloom's pretty good in this matchup. Well, it's not really that good in this. Well, it kind of is. I just need to Bullet Seed that Gastrodon. That Gastrodon's a massive threat. If I get rid of Gastrodon, I'm in a really solid position. Light Screen can help me deal with the Gastrodon, which is really nice. Feeny, honestly, Heal Pulse would be good too against the Gastrodon. I wonder if +2 Sand Voice boosted Earthquake from Mega Steelix knocks out Gastrodon. I don't think it does. I think it would come really close depending on its set. But like, that would be amazing if it did. Honestly, this is looking like a fast game to me. I'm interested because Staraptor is usually meant as a Scarf Final Gambit user. Of course, Ashton Cox, who has used Staraptor in the past to great success, has used Choice Banded Reckless Staraptor as well. So it could be one of those, but you have to find out by its ability. So the ability here is going to be really crucial to look at if my opponent does lead Staraptor. I will lead Cresselia Steelix, as Final Gambit does knock out Steelix, so I do have to worry about that, as Hydreigon Metagross is actually going to appear. Oh, Dark MZ could be... Oh, this is bad. I don't know what you're going to do. This is bad because Darkium does knock out my Cresselia, but I don't know if you're going to go for that slot or if you're just going to target down my Steelix. I think the safe place to go into Tyranitar and honestly just Heavy Slam here. Hydreigon. I think you might try to get rid of Cresselia because you don't have, well, you have Gastrodon, I guess, as a trick room counter, but like, I feel like Cresselia might be important for that control, and I need probably a Light Screen up to win this game, so I'll go Tyranitar. Hopefully this works out in my favor, because honestly, if you go for Fire move or Earth Power, we're in big trouble. This is a matchup where this is going to be a hard lead to deal with. Honestly, he might Iron Head Tyranitar too. He might double up with Iron Head plus Dark Pulse, and that will knock out Tyranitar. But I feel like I would have to trade Tyranitar for getting Trick Room up later in the game is more worth. Iron Head is going to come out into that Tyranitar. Should survive. Yep. Looks like it is Z-move. Should be Darkium. Perfect. Okay. Best case scenario, turn 1. And honestly, that's honestly even better because I didn't take like a Stomping Tantrum with my Steelix. I wonder... I'm curious. To be honest, I'm really curious if it's Ice Punch on Metagross instead. Alright, Tyranitar goes down. This is Heavy Slam. Sand Force boosted. I imagine this KOs. With Sand, at least. Not even close. Oh, not even close. Alright. I think Cresselia can live in Iron Head plus Dark Pulse. It was definitely not living the Darkium Z set. So I'll go Cresselia here, and I think I'll try to Trick Room up and... Can Breloom and Steelix win? No, Staraptor's in the back. I'm in trouble, so I'm gonna Trick Room up. And I'm gonna Earthquake. Like, this is not a good position at all. Iron Head gonna come out. Should take that easily. Yeah. Dark Pulse. I should survive this. Yeah. That was a crit too. If we flinch, it's gonna be really bad, but like, I have to bank on this with this kind of team. Earthquake gonna come out. I am really praying for Cresselia not to flinch. Earthquake. Doesn't knock out Metagross, but I need the damage on it. Oh, come on. That's such a big... I mean, you have to double up, right? I think you have to double up Cresselia in order to knock it out. I'm gonna go for Earthquake. That's kind of gross. Yeah. The Dark Pulse gonna come out. I could have helped me on Rock Slide, but I honestly don't know if that knocks out Metagross. Hydreigon's in range of Mach Punch, which is like the one good thing that I do have here. That's so frustrating. Because Trick Room allowed me to Ice Beam Earthquake freely. Like, there's no switching from my opponent. Earthquake. Knocks out Metagross. Sand. probably doesn't knock out Hydreigon afterward. I gotta think. I go Breloom here. If you have Star After, what do I do? This is gonna be some. I'm gonna go Breloom. I gotta think about these next few turns carefully. It is Star After. That's why I needed that Trick Room. Okay. There's still hope, depending on what my opponent's last Pokemon is. There's still hope. If it's Mimikyu, and you final Gamma my Steelix, I'm screwed. If you're Gastrodon on the back, which is kind of what I'm expecting, you might just Brave Bird the Breloom slot. Do I want to protect Rock Slide here? Put Staraptor in range of Mach Punch. I do. Let's see. Hydreigon's gonna withdraw, which is an interesting switch into Mimikyu. Oh, you final Gambit here. I'm screwed. It was Intimidate, right? Or was it Reckless? Wait, what? I'm still in this. I'm still in this, boys. Oh, that didn't do as much as I was hoping for. I do break the Disguise on Mimikyu, which is really big. How many turns of sand are left? 1, so I don't have enough. Wait, was that Reckless? No, it's Intimidate, yeah. I don't think I can beat Hydreigon. I think the play is to Mach Punch. You might be Destiny Bomb, but like I don't have a choice. I think I had to target down Mimikyu, right? Yeah, I have to have it slam. Yeah, protect, okay. If I get a crit onto Star After for the revenge, come on. Adam and Breloom would have got so many KOs. I'm really upset I didn't use Adam and Breloom in the series. Okay, is there a way out of this? If my opponent has Fire Blast and misses the Fire Blast, I'm in this. Or if he doesn't have Dark Pulse. I think... No, wait, we saw the Z move already. That was on... Comes down to, I think, if you have Fire Blast, Earth Power, Flamethrower, whatever the case. I feel like on this team you would run Flamethrower 100%. Oh, that's so dumb too. If I got Trigger Map, I literally couldn't lose. Because I could just spam attacks easily. You didn't have Gastrodon either, which was like the only thing that could really sponge attacks. I think I heavy slammed the Hydreigon. You have Earth Power. How much does it do? Wait, that didn't do as much as I was thinking it would. Shadow Claw. This is gonna be so close because I think that did. How much did that do? That was like what, 70? Or was that 70 what? Oh, this is so close. If you had Destiny Bond, you lose now. Oh my god, this game. This game is playing with my heart. You know he's gonna crit with me. He's gonna crit the Shadow Sneak. We all know this. Or he's gonna get the high roll. Helix. Called it. You know when the game screws me over and it gives me a chance, they always take it away. But yeah, good game to my opponent. Obviously, I think if I did get the Trick Room up, like my opponent really couldn't stop Steelix from a Rampage because my Steelix was just going to Rampage my opponent's entire team. Staraptor couldn't really touch it other than Final Gambit, but then I could just like Rock Slide and like put it out of Final Gambit range. Hydreigon was already weakened, which was the only thing that could really do damage to that Mon. But oh, I actually had a shot. It was Earth Power. I had a shot. Honestly, Steelix took it a lot better than I thought. Crit secured. I don't know if the crit mattered, to be honest, because I honestly missed the damage. Like, it was like around that range. So, not sure. If the crit, but if the crit did matter, like I had that little chance of winning the game. Oh, well. Because even if it did a little bit more than that, like maybe he could have gotten a low roll. Who knows? But oh, what a way to end the Mega Steelix team. But thank you all for tuning in today's episode of VGC 2018 Back Battles. If you did, please leave a like down below. It shows your support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below. So this is my social medias and all that good stuff. Linked in the description down below, such as the playlist, the previous episodes, as well as the side series on the channel, my social medias. If you want to go follow me on my Twitter and Twitch channels. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Share this video with anyone who you would think who would enjoy this video. Otherwise, have a great day, people. We'll have a brand new team in the next episode, and see you around next time.